It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Cook. Ooh, with a juke. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his third touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good on the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. Didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Play action. Now it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he's in. Touchdown Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. Setting up the screen for Cook. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the side. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 36, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hurts throw complete to Reagor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that was nice. Jalen Hurts to Jalen Reagor. Jalen to Jalen, and the Eagles are hoping to see much more of that. Just 31 catches as a rookie for Reagor. They're hoping that that number at least doubles in 2021.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On on 2nd and 9. Hurts dancing to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Sanders able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's in. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. He'll dump this off to Cook. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Brady. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Bucs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.